When car airbag systems were first introduced, it was found that it protected tall and heavy passengers, while women and children were at severe risk. A recent study from University of Virginia showed that for a female occupant, the odds of getting injured in frontal crash is 73% greater than for a male occupant. The reason behind this is that the dummies used in automotive crash tests were designed to represent an average man. This crash test bias is an example of how a faulty conclusion made by the manufacturer to understand its users had deadly consequences. Design is a domain that goes far beyond just what a product looks like. Everything around us is designed, from the roads that we drive in, to the app that delivers us food, to the user testing guide that ensures safety. As a designer, my everyday job deals with how to make people's life easy and how to build tools for their empowerment. Most often, I find myself designing for people who are completely unlike me. They have different belief systems, capabilities, lifestyle, and routines. To design for them, I have to understand their needs and aspirations. How to achieve that? As humans, we see the world around us through our experiences. I have a set of experiences through which I perceive the world around me. Similarly, the people who I design for have their own set of experiences and feelings. Now, how do I connect with their experiences and empathize with them? When I was a design student at the National Institute of Design, I had the wonderful opportunity to work with people who are diagnosed with Parkinson's tremors. During one of my research visits to a Parkinson's club in Ahmedabad, I came across a retired professor who loved to draw and make art. He was diagnosed with Parkinsonism 5 years back and now had to completely cease from what he loved to do the most, drawing. Similarly, I met a poet who had to leave his passion because of the tremors. This hit me and inspired me to develop a writing and drawing aid for Parkinson's tremor. So listening to their stories helped me to discover opportunities that I would not have come across otherwise. These stories were a powerful medium through which I could associate with them. We all make errors in describing our experiences, and there can be a lot of difference between what we say we do and what we actually do. Sometimes we only see the symptoms and think of it as the actual problem. During a task analysis exercise that I did to observe people while they were writing, I noted that different people have different ways to comfortably grip a pen to get maximum support. This was interesting because they were rejecting some ideas, saying that they didn't like them, without actually being able to describe the real cause that here was the grip. So our observations are fundamental when we infer and create judgments in our minds. We all have a lot of preconceptions about things that we don't know of, and our brain takes several mental shortcuts to create these. These are often wrong and can create a lot of misunderstanding. It is crucial to break them down when we are designing for others. And sometimes asking questions is the most primary and natural way to deal with these assumptions. From initial opportunity mapping to the final prototyping stage of Fleo's development, I kept asking questions to myself and to the people I was designing for. These conversations were essential in clarifying the real needs, and it helped me to paint a clear picture of their feelings. The only way we can know if something works or not is through testing it in the actual environment. Testing the ideas early on with the users can enrich the process. Also, it is easier to evaluate our understandings when we have something tangible to test with. Throughout the development process of Fleo, several mock-ups were made and many stages of user testing were conducted. Moving through these user tests helped me to discover more layers to the experience of writing with tremors. It also validated if my learnings and understandings were translated properly into a product. So, I listened to their stories, observed them deeply, asked questions to clear my assumption, and finally tested and evaluated my learnings to know if it honored their feelings. And this was done multiple times. I think this process has application far beyond design. It has definitely helped me to better understand others. And I believe if we can train ourselves to consciously follow this, we can be kinder and more understanding towards others. So, even if I am unable to feel and experience what a person with Parkinson's tremor goes through, I still can try and understand their aspiration by actively involving and interacting with them throughout the product development process. Through this, we can build something that empowers and enhances life. So, even if you can't think exactly like others, you can definitely think with them.